Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. This is for entertainment purposes only, so if you are entertained, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. So, I went yesterday out with my mom because she wanted to do something while she was on vacation before it started raining all week. And we're the type of people that we don't actually have to spend a lot of money to have fun together, so I had noticed that there were some historic signs in the town I always go through that I go to for my grocery shopping. So we actually went on a scavenger hunt yesterday to find some artwork in the little town, and it was really fun. But while we were on the car on the way to the town, my mom told me something that she told my sister, and it's if you do what you've always done, you will get what you've always got. And I've been thinking about that, and it's not that deep, but it's also a really good phrase because we all tend to fall back into our habits, whatever they happen to be, and we always get the same results because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So I'm not really one for big gestures, right? Where like I'm going to change my entire personality and every single one of my habits and all of a sudden be a better person. Like that doesn't work. What works is little lifestyle changes where it's like maybe I will park in the back of the parking lot and walk all the way into the store. I will put $10 in every week for this investment. I will sit down and budget and stick to my budget, but the budget doesn't have to be extreme. It's just telling you how much money you have. If you're unhappy with work, try to figure out, is it the job itself? Do you need to start looking for a new job? Do you need some certifications so that you can get a better paying job? Like, if you can spend an hour every day working on whatever, even if it doesn't wind up being exactly an entire hour, if it's a half an hour, if it's 15-minute chunks throughout the day, like whatever it is that you can have continuous growth and stick to it, and it's not so extreme that it's so uncomfortable that you don't want to do it, then that's a good thing. So, I was actually going through last night because all of my options were expiring and I was getting assigned in a lot of things. So I haven't been very diligent this time with all the holidays and cleaning and everything with filling out my dividend tracking spreadsheet. So I was doing that last night and I noticed that TSYY, because they only came out on December 18th. So I was not actually expecting them to have a distribution this year. I thought that this would have zeros or like the dashes and it just not be anything. And then we just have a distribution next year. Because usually when these come out, this one, it distributes monthly. So I would have expected it to have 6 weeks for the first distribution and not just like 1.5. So, but this is nice. It gives us a little bit of a sneak peek into or a little tiny glimpse into what we can expect in this kind of a fund. And so, that I don't really believe in checking the growth charts on these because it's about the total return, but this has only been out for like 5 days. So, this is why it's on my list of ETFs that I'm going to be checking out next year to make sure that they're on the right trajectory. But if they can keep this up, this is exactly what I would want a cover call ETF to look like. So basically, the dark blue line is Tesla. At the end of 5 days, it's in the middle. Yield max, the Tesla, is the yellow line, and it sucks. And this is the reason why I've had the opinion of maybe Tesla is not a good fund for a covered call strategy. And that's because we get a limit to our upside. The upside is capped, and then it tanks, so we get all the downside, and then it just doesn't recover as quickly. So the point of having a cover call ETF is you collect the premium, and it smooths out the volatility. And it does go down on the ex-div date, but it recovers. And over the long time, like a year from now, it basically smooths it out. So it's like a straight line going up and to the right, just on the very slightly, and just staying steady. So, like, it had a somewhat small distribution, but it also went down just a little bit. And at the end of the day, your growth is better than if you were having the underlying, even with, like, not taking into account the distribution. So, like, if I can look at a growth chart and say, like, yeah, if I went into Yield Boost, TSYY, and I have more money than if I was in TSLA, and not even accounting with the distributions, then that is a win. So, and I know that you don't get, like, your landlord won't accept growth, but if the fund keeps growing and the percentage of the yield keeps staying the same, then you will get paid more over time and your cost basis will be better. So, like, your personal distribution will be better than the new people that come in. And anyways, I just thought that was interesting. I'm getting more and more excited about these Yield Boost. I really want the MicroStrategy one because we all love Misty, and and it's not doing a terrible job of keeping up with the underlying, but I am kind of a junkie for anything MicroStrategy. So this is definitely something that I'm going to keep an eye on for the new year, and I will be coming out with a video tomorrow about my portfolio and how I'm doing, because it was a red day on Friday. I had a lot of put strategies out on MicroStrategy, and now I own a lot of shares. So I'll walk you through it and my losses for this month and how we're going to recover and do things in the new year in my next video. But y'all, please have a good, safe weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.